Hello and welcome to another update. It's been a couple days. I have been working on the AI system, which is very time consuming to develop. And what I've got done so far is the squad, and I'm working on the squad AI and the squad formations. And I actually have an implementation of that functional right now. I've also added forward firing missiles, which are fixed point missile weapon systems on ships that fire in a forward direction. I already have turrets done, which I do have to do a little bit of work to those since I've made some modifications to the systems. But I want to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of what I'm working on as far as the squad systems and the squad AI. And battles have a little bit more cohesion now, but it's still not what it's basically going to look like once the Battlegroup AI is done, which will cause the fleets to stick together and order the Battlegroup AIs will order squads to do different things and go to different locations and determine targeting priorities for squads. Right now, the squad leader chooses the active target for the squad leader itself and the individual members within the squad and gives various orders to squad members such as return to formation, attack a target. If a squad leader comes under heavy fire, it will order some of its squad members to attack the target, attacking it. Basically, defense to defend the squad leader. There's other things such as the ships themselves. When they come under heavy fire, they will rally back to their squad leader, wherever that is, wherever the squad leader happens to be, and other behaviors that have to do with controlling the navigation of individual squad members. But let's go ahead and show you real quick. I'll go ahead and pause it here, and you can see that they're getting in formation, and I have a little tool here that if I pause it, it'll show you the members of the squad and their current state. And the green line is the target for those ships, which is the local point that stays with the squad leader. And you can see that it basically moves and shifts around with the squad leader, and then they basically fly around to try to stick to that formation position. Formations can be swapped out at runtime, so I could eventually, if I wanted to change the shape of the formation, uh, at runtime, I could do that. Right now, it's randomly generated, so the squads are randomly generated each time and randomly assigned a squad formation shape, which essentially puts the positions around the squad leader. And then here's the player ship, and you can see it firing missiles, and you'll see a little green indicator that shows up when it's locked on. I don't have any sound effects in there yet for
Activating evasive maneuvers.
locking on. You also see it applying the afterburner to get away from an area quickly. One of the issues which will be resolved once the battle group AI that controls squad leaders targeting will be less balling up of all the units, because right now they tend to kind of ball up a little bit in one area. And that won't be the case once the Battlegroup AI is done, because essentially the entire fleet will be like a squad at that point, and I'll have a way to order those ships to return to the fleet. So if a squad suffers too many losses or is under heavy attack, or various different situations will trigger the Battlegroup AI to order that squad to return to the fleet. Which what'll happen is the squad will take up position in a formation around the Battlegroup flagship.
Collision alert. Heat levels critical. Warning. Heat levels critical.
Also, the supply ship there is a squad that isn't randomly generated, that I created the ability to prefab pre-made squad groups, and then that uh, the supply ship squad is actually set to follow order, which is following around this carrier ship that I'm standing on here with the first person controller.
Collision alert. Danger. Explosive impact detected.
So it's still largely a work in progress. I think that getting the Battlegroup AI done and having fleets moving and engaging each other in opposing teams in more of a cohesive tactical manner will be a pretty big milestone for this project. And that's pretty much it. The Earth team has destroyed the alien team at the moment, and they're just kind of balling up here. And it's going to be another 3 or 4 days probably before I have the Battlegroup AI done and functional to the degree that I want to make a video to post on YouTube. But if you've been watching, I have the frame rate unlocked. And performance is generally pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Especially since you're not seeing any issues from floating origin, which is triggering every 99 meters. You don't see anything. You don't even notice that it's there. And the floating origin system had to be integrated with a lot of different things to make it functional. It has to know the position of the ships, all their targeting vectors, the pathfinding targeting vectors, the active projectiles in the scene. Everything has to be shifted. But it works pretty well, and as far as I can tell, there's no big performance spike from doing that shift, position shift on all the objects that have to be shifted. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on and get these AIs out of the way so I can make some improvements to the ships themselves, and then also there's just a ton of work I got to do. One of the big things after that is going to be on capital ships. The turrets themselves will be destroyable, and then the ships will have a component system that'll have a targeting array and different various things on the ship that can be destroyed that will disable various things on the ship, such as the engines, the ability for the ship to target, even the ability for the ship to communicate or receive orders, communications array, and various things like that that will affect the ship's functionality and allow basically the player and other units to disable ships and disable their weapons without actually having to completely destroy the ship. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna get back to work, and everyone, if you liked the project so far, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a good day.